This time I'm going to show you the build of a really simple walkie-talkie using the Pi-Pico W. I've tried to make this as simple as possible. I've kept the parts count to a minimum, and the user interface consists of the built-in LED and the built-in button. Let's talk through the hardware. I'm using the Pi-Pico W to give me Wi-Fi capabilities. You could also use the Pico W. For the microphone, I'm using a cheap Max 4466 microphone module. These modules are really convenient, and the output can be connected directly to the ADC in the Pi-Pico. I found that the radio in the Pi-Pico W caused a lot of noise on the power supply when the radio was operating. I found a simple workaround was to add a 1K resistor in the power supply to the microphone module. This resistor combines with the capacitors on the microphone module to form a low-pass filter and removes a lot of the power supply noise. The microphone module doesn't need very much current, so we can easily put a 1K resistor in there without having too much voltage drop. To drive the speaker, I'm using a Max 98357A digital audio amplifier. These audio amplifier modules take an I2S signal directly from the microcontroller, so give very high quality audio. They're also very efficient because of the Class D audio amplifier. They can drive up to 3 watts into a 4 ohm load. I coupled mine with a small 30mm speaker. I'm powering the Pi-Pico using 3 AA batteries. The Pi-Pico works from 1.8 up to 5.5 volts. But the digital amplifier needs at least 2.5 volts to work properly. Using 3 cells instead of 2 means that the voltage is still sufficient to run the amplifier and the Pi-Pico even when the batteries have reached empty. The walkie-talkie uses between 70 mA when it's on standby to about 90 mA when you're transmitting. With AA batteries, we should comfortably get a whole day's use with just one charge. Now let's talk about the software. I'm using the Arduino Pico core from Earl Filhauer. This is about the easiest way to get a C++ development environment set up for the Pi-Pico. You can get up and running with examples in just a few minutes. To manage the Wi-Fi credentials, I'm using the Wi-Fi Manager Pico project. I first used this library in the Pico Planetarium project. It's really easy to use. You just need to add 3 source files into your project and you get a fully featured Wi-Fi manager. We might want to use the walkie-talkies when we're away from Wi-Fi too. To make this work, I devised a fake peer-to-peer system. In this mode, one of the walkie-talkies acts as a station and the other acts as an access point. When you first power up the walkie-talkies, they go through a negotiation process to work out which role they'll use. First, the device tries to connect to an access point. After a few seconds, it times out, and then it tries to become an access point. If that doesn't work, it waits for a random amount of time before rebooting and trying again. Eventually the 2 devices connect and they'll remember their role. This gets stored in flash. The next time the device powers up, it will remember to either be an access point or a station. I use the built-in LED to indicate the connection status. A single blink means the device is trying to connect to Wi-Fi. A double blink means the device is connected, and a triple blink means the device is paired and ready to talk. When a device is receiving or transmitting, the LED stays on constantly. To find other devices on the network, I use a UDP broadcast protocol. The protocol sends packets at regular intervals advertising the presence of the device. Other devices look for these packets and use them to work out the IP of the link partner. The broadcast packets also act as a heartbeat. They let other devices know that the device is powered and connected. I also use UDP to transmit audio. When the device is idle, it sits there waiting for audio packets to be received from the remote partner. If audio packets are received, they're placed in a small buffer before being played back using the digital amplifier. When the button is pressed, the device starts reading ADC samples from the microphone and sends these over the network to the link partner. UDP is a very simple transport protocol, and it's ideal for audio streaming. Because there's no flow control in the transport layer, the latency can be kept very small. This avoids adding unwanted delays to the audio. I'm also using ALAW compression and expansion to reduce the amount of data that gets sent across the network. ALAW compression and expansion is commonly used in phone networks. Before sending each sample, we compress it from 12 bits down to 8 using this curve. At the receive end, we reverse the process. We take an 8-bit sample and expand it to 12 bits. Compressing the audio makes more efficient use of the network bandwidth. I've also implemented a very simple noise gate. This helps reduce the amount of background noise. It also does a good job of eliminating feedback when idle. I designed this very simple enclosure for the Walkie Talkie. It's got cavities for the Pico, the speaker, the microphone and the amplifier. Because I'm using the built-in LED and button, I've arranged the Pico to make these accessible. There's plenty of room in the enclosure for the 3 AA batteries. Even with the large batteries, the enclosure is quite small and can easily fit in a pocket. I've had a lot of fun with this build. It's really cheap and easy to put together, and the parts count is very minimal. This is something you could easily put together in an evening or on a weekend. In the future, I'd like to explore what else is possible with these devices. Maybe we could allow them to call each other over the internet. Or perhaps we could look at alternative firmware to load onto the hardware. Perhaps we could build a voice recorder or an internet radio. If you've enjoyed this project and you'd like to see more, why not subscribe? I've got loads more ideas for projects I'd like to share.
Thanks for watching.